What up, guys? I'm your man Grizzel. Welcome to another episode of Gamers Who Don't Know Shit. Today I'm going to show you how to put a post in. So if you don't know how to do that, this video is for you. Alright, first step, guys, is you're going to want to put a screw in here, because over time these boards will shrink. That's what it's meant to do. And you still want something to be able to clasp or hold on to this concrete once you put it into the hole. So I put 2 screws at a diagonal underneath the 2-foot mark, which is the ground mark. This 2 foot down will be in the ground. So I put 1 screw here, and then I'll flip it over and I'll put 1 screw in there, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Alright, guys, so I put the nails or screws in the side here, 1 on each side. So once you put the post in the hole and fill it with concrete, the concrete has something to hold on to once over time this 4x4 starts shrinking. And all 4x4s are going to do that. It absorbs water. It'll start getting smaller. It won't get too small, but you don't want water running down beside the board once the concrete is out a little bit, because the board shrunk. So I already went ahead and dug the hole. There's the hole right there. I didn't show you because if you don't know how to use a shovel, there ain't shit I can do to help you. Before you put the board in, you're going to want to put some dirt down there so that when you pour the concrete in this hole, your post won't be sitting on top of the hole. So you put the post in first on top of some dirt or some pea gravel, then you pour your concrete in and start mixing. And I'll show you that process once we get everything ready to go. Okay, once you get the post in the ground, you're going to dump your bag of concrete into the hole. Now this specific type of concrete is made strictly for these posts. It's going to solidify really quick. Okay, so you're going to put it in there, drop your water down in there. After you put the concrete in, it normally takes about a gallon, but it all depends on how it feels. It should feel like a really soft clay or Play-Doh kinda. And I'll show you what that looks like once we start putting the water in. Alright, once you fill the hole up with concrete, I'd fill it up about halfway and dump some water in it, and then I'd mush it around a little bit, and then I'd fill it the rest of the way, just so there's no air bubbles inside the concrete. Because what happens over time, especially when it's cold like it is now, it's a pretty warm day today, but when it's cold, the concrete will crack and it'll let water in. Then it'll rot this post a little more. Once you start mixing this up and it starts getting a little mushy up top here like it should, you're going to want to come up top here, and you're going to want to put your level on the post. Go ahead and get yourself a post level instead of a standard level, so you don't have to do both sides at one time or separately. You want a post one so that you can do it all at the same time. But this way you know that it's level on both sides. And right now this is pretty much your end product once this concrete sets. These concrete bags here normally set within 20 to 40 minutes, and you're ready to rock and roll. On a side note, sometimes it's not as stiff as this, and it's not standing as straight up. So what you want to do is go ahead and get you 2 little brace boards, and you're going to put 1 on each side like this, and then you're going to put 1 on the other side like this to just to stiffen it up as it dries. But in my case, I don't have to do that because it's pretty solid already. But this is just a thought so that you can keep moving on with other posts if you have more than 1. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so the post is in here. It's all sturdy, level. Concrete is dry. Everything is finished. It ain't going nowhere. And that's pretty much how it's done. Don't forget to like my shit. Comment, subscribe. Down bottom if you got a question. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. sometimes when you start digging a hole, you're gonna run into a damn root and it's gonna stop you from digging. Sometimes the shovel will go through it, sometimes it won't. But get yourself a lopper. That way you can reach down in there
and chop some roots.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of maneuvering since the hole isn't that big, but you can cut it enough to get the root out of there.